Hey guys, I'm Rebecca and welcome back to today's video. I just want to say really quickly that this video is the 5th sketchbook tour, but it's the 5th sketchbook, not the actual 5th tour. This is only the 2nd tour on the channel, but if you guys want to see 1st, 2nd, and 3rd sketchbooks, I may post those eventually one day, but I want to get through the more interesting books first. So we can get on to the more current ones, so I can show you when I finish a new sketchbook, and these will probably be around once a month until I have all the sketchbooks. So if I have like a double week video, like this week, I just posted the New Year's Eve video, and now I'm posting this video on Friday. So hi, happy Friday everybody. I hope you're excited for the weekend, because everybody, I believe, just went back to school, so sorry. I'm also involved in that, so yeah. I guess we should just get right on to the sketchbook tour. If you're wondering, this was slime got stuck to this, and this was on top of my 4th sketchbook, and I also started the sketchbook book backwards. So it says sketchbook 5/6/16/2017. I was 13. Yeah, and then that's me and my dog. And then I drew my character's friend Artemis, and she's 18. She looks kind of plain. I redesigned a lot of my characters in the past like 2 years, so they look very different now. They don't look like this anymore. They look unique. And then this is, I drew the view that we had on the beach when we walked from our beach house. This isn't the house, but we were across the street from our vacation house. So I said beach house, but I meant to say vacation house. So and then this is my character Luna, and she's 13. And then this is my character Mia, and she's 16. And I drew like outfits for them and stuff. And then I drew something, but then I scribbled all over it. And then this is just her again, and this is her tying her shoe. And then this is Andy. She's Mia's best friend, and she has a little bit she's more of a unique design than Mia does, which is not good. Your side characters should not have a better design than your main characters, even though I believe one of my side characters does, and that would be Artemis, the girl that I showed you before. If you're wondering who those two people were before, those were not important. Okay, and I was into realism at the time, so like practicing realism, which is important, but I wasn't using references, so it wasn't that important, because I was just going off of what I saw in my brain, what I had seen that had come into my brain to make me think I had the knowledge of what someone looks like when I really didn't, because you really have to study the face, and people just doing everyday things aren't studying each other. That's weird. So you have to look at pictures and stuff, and or real life models, which you're supposed to stare at. So like that. And then I drew an eye. I drew a girl raising her hand, a girl tying a shoe, a girl leaning on a desk, that, and someone laying on the ground. Another girl leaning on a desk, a girl that reminds me of Snow White, and this, don't know who that is, and a girl looking strangely to the side. An angel carrying a girl up to the sky. And then there's a raindrop, my dog. It's not a dog, it's my dog. And then a mug and a ball. I was practicing shading. And a squiggly thing that I used that I made with eyeliners. And then this is a bunny that I made mixed with a unicorn. So I made a unicorn bunny, or a unibunny. But then my friends, while I was at camp, were looking through my sketchbook, and they were like, no, this looks like more like a unicorn goat, because it's too short and it has like these weird markings. So we renamed it a Unigo Bunny. So that's its new name. And then this is my character's parents, Angie and Nate, and their last name was Sweet, and their names, her name hasn't changed, his name has. This looks weird because her legs look short, not scrunched up, and she's supposed to be sitting. So, and then I drew Angie again. And then Jasmine is 18, she's their older sister, and then I drew the same thing. She's my original character that is Artemis's friend. And then this is Luna, Angie, not Nate, but Nate, Jasmine, Luna, not Mia, and Leo. Leo looks the most different because he's not a little boy anymore when I redesigned them. And at first he was 10, but then Luna and Leo turned into Irish twins because I thought that would be better for the way I wanted things to be. Okay, and then this, and then Artemis, Jasmine, and Apollo. Okay, and then I was drawing Hamilton songs, so I drew the cabinet meeting, and I drew The World Is Wide Enough. Then I have Satisfied, and it says, but I love him too. And like they're dancing over there, but then you look close up on them and it's like Helpless, and then I love you too, and they're like, what the heck? I had issues. I find this funny because I haven't realized until more recently what I did. I drew a bigger version of that, like zoomed in, and then I drew them again. This looks bad. Two girls just hanging. Mia, a little panda bear. What is this called? A mermaid. Two mermaids. A girl in a poofy dress. A girl with a lot of hair. That was the whole reason I drew this, because I wanted to draw a lot of hair. Artemis, but then I thought she looked real bad, so I gave the other character, Apollo, the really ugly, like, face, like, ew. And then this girl's leaning on something. I don't know what, but she's sitting. This girl's leaning against a wall, probably. And then I got these fine liners, so I wanted to use them on here. So that's what I did. And then I also did that one. And then there's one on the other page. She's flipping over a sand bucket, or flipped over a sand bucket, and is playing at the beach. And then King George just giggling himself away. And then this is Luna just thinking about how he's gonna marry her. And then this is just blah blah blah, because that's what he's thinking about. He's in school. Okay, and then Guns and Ships, and I have Lafayette. And then I have Angie and this girl that I drew that reminds me of the Lilo and Stitch style. And then I have a girl that reminds me of Ariel and Bern, and this is my favorite thing in the whole world right here. And I also am extremely amused by this. It is the most simple drawings I have ever done. But it makes me hear the song in my brain where it goes Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy. And when just Angelica sings her name super loudly, and then Eliza sings her name super loudly, and then Peggy just goes, and Peggy. And I just love that it looks like that. And then these two things, ew. And then this was because I listened to Congratulations, and I was like, this is the best song in the whole world, and this is the face that Angelica would be making at Alexander when she's singing the song to him. And I was like, this is so funny. And then I drew that. Just two girls lounging. That, don't know who that is. Girl with the face that I keep drawing that I don't like. My old problem used to be that there wasn't enough value in, because it would get smudged, and then I'd be like, I want to smudge it more. So I use one of those blender thingies, but I don't actually know how to make it look like there was different values. So I just use the same color gray for everything and be like, it's a picture. But it kind of looked it looks a lot muddy. And then this and that and Ariel. And then that and a sword and eyeball again. A fairy. And then this was me coming up with a weapon idea for my character Jasmine. And that's her holding the bow and arrow that I decided on. And then there's this little girl who is reaching out. You know when you do that at the store when you're like, mommy, can I get this thing? And then your mom's like, we'll get it later, but then you don't get it. And then there's an elephant. And then I did this and absolutely love this picture. It's one of my favorite things that I've done in a long time. Like right here in like this time in my life, because I was kind of struggling. So I decided to look at references on Google for girls to draw. So I found this girl. I just typed in girls with curly hair. That's probably what I typed in. And this popped up, and she's adorable, and I loved drawing her. She was so cute. And then I just stylized the eyes and the chin, because she has like no chin now, much like most of my art. Then another eye. I really liked the way that one turned out, so I tried to do 2 more, but these turned out not as good. This one's better than this one, but it's not better than the one before. I guess my problem was I didn't know how to draw voluminous hair without drawing very thick, blocky hair, which seemed like an issue. And then I drew this page where a girl's holding a baby, and then there's a girl near a grave holding a teddy bear. Kids die, people die, and this is why my channel is not for children. You're welcome, YouTube. Now you know. Please, if I ever get enough subscribers, or in views to actually make money, I'm going to be the worst person. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be a worst person. I'm just going to say, I'm probably going to have a disclaimer at the beginning of this video saying this video is not for children. If you are under the age of 15, please go away. Unless you really want to watch it, but then ask your parents and watch it with your parents. This is a girl wearing this weird dress. This is just bottoms, like actual clothing bottoms. And then this is girl, and I kind of like the way she looks. This one reminds me slightly of Scarlett Johansson, but I can't really explain why, because I don't know. If any of you feel that way, tell me. This girl reminds me of Ariana Grande, and I keep drawing angels and girls that are like dead or almost dead or fallen. And then this girl wearing a bathing suit that I wanted. I have never had this short of hair, but now I actually have shorter hair. So actually, I don't think it's shorter. Well, most of it is shorter, but quite a bit of my hair on top is longer than that would be. So, information. Here you go. The Schuyler sisters and that. This girl that I drew in a park, and I hate it. And I also drew these at a park, and I like her face a lot. She's so cute, and this is cute. And this is Bunny that I tried to redraw in Sharpie, and it looks so creepy. And then this girl that I drew in Sharpie, it looks better than this. So, something that I couldn't erase looks better than something I could erase. Yeah. So, mad, really happy, distrustful, and happy. I was drawing emotions, except the emotions look very similar. I don't know. And then I was drawing like satisfied. Okay, and then I was listening to this song that I'm not allowed to say the name of for reasons. She's refusing alcohol and she's wearing headphones. If you know what song I'm referring to, it is the opposite of heaven, nose, and headphones. It's by Haley Steinfeld, I believe. And then I drew that. I don't want to talk about it. And then this ugly page, I drew a rip on the side again because I loved doing that. And I drew that face that I loved before again, and then I drew a girl in a pirate hat with swords. This thing, ew. This is a face that I did like half do's and half don'ts, and I did this without reference. So that's a big no-no. If you want to learn how to draw realistically, use a reference. But I'm drawing, and if you want to learn how to draw cartoony, because you need basic knowledge. That's just a fact. And then there's this page is just a bunch of scribbles and girls, more scribbles and girls. I drew this on the night before I went to camp, or the day before. This also was drawn that day. I drew Spider-Man, girl on roller coaster, a bunch of just scribbles. I drew this the first day at camp. I drew this because it was really hot outside and everybody was complaining. Everybody just wanted to go in the water. So then I drew mermaids. And then I also drew this at lunch, I believe. And I was just scribbling away. And I just got this done after I was done eating. And while we were waiting to be called. I drew my friend, and then I was figuring out how to draw a bear for this thing that I gave to my camp counselor and her two friends that kept hanging out with us for at camp. And then my other friend at camp drew this. I was starting to draw a whole bunch of chibis like you saw before. There's just a bunch of chibis everywhere. And then I drew that, and a little boy. That's like the only boy that's been in here besides Leo. And the one other boy that was consoling the girl, I think. Then me, a fairy, a girl with afro, a horse. My friend drew the body, and I drew the hair and the face. No, I just drew the face. She drew the hair. Yeah. I don't know why I was correcting myself so strongly. And then Supergirl, a duck, and a leopard gecko that was at the nature center. And a dragon, a bear, a unicorn, another bear, a unicorn again, because my friends kept asking me to draw a unicorn. And then Mark getting eaten by a shark and a snake. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Mark getting eaten by a shark, you've never been to my camp. It's very strange. There's a song all about some guy being eaten by a shark. And his name happens to be Mark. Okay, and then this is just a page of nonsense and an elephant, a bunny, a dog, two girls, and a third girl that actually I really like how clean that looks. And then this is another dog, another girl with an actual good profile, like it doesn't look terrible. And then that, and then two little kids, and then a little bear, a little girl, and then that face, and I drew these I think like the week I got home from camp, and then I drew that in the car ride home, I believe. And then this I drew this all when I was at the beach, and everything in green was drawn at the beach. So I drew a little crab over there, a girl, another girl. I drew this whole page, a girl in a seashell portrait picture frame. There's a black cat, and then there's this adorable girl. I don't know how I almost skipped over her. She's adorable. I drew her just as like a fun little thing to do. She's adorable. That was adorable. I really like that. This is so cute. And then there's a wolf, and then that, and then this, and then this, and then that. A fox. A Moana, Ariel. A cow, a bunny, hey, Jasmine, a girl with really long hair, and a demon girl. So yeah, that's fun. And then we have this devil thingy, angel thingy, that girl, nothing, and a girl who doesn't seem to know how to use her arms. Also this, and this shark thingy, and Nye. We're getting close to the end. This is the final one. Want to end. Okay, and then I drew this in charcoal, and I drew a horse. I drew these girls right here, and then I drew these all in pen. And then the final picture is this girl with a lopsided face. If you can't tell, that's not how your face is supposed to look. But I actually really like the end. It ended on my mother's birthday. So, 2017, 7/25. And then I was counting the days till we were first. And I drew this last picture on the second day of camp for my whole family. And that is it for this video. If you want to see the next sketchbook in the next video, and then... No, not in the next video. But if you want to see sketchbook number 6, that will be out in a month from now, probably. So the first week of next month. I will also be at Disney, I think, the next week of next month on the 5th. Not Disney, Florida. But we're going to Disney. So I will be gone, but there will be videos because I'm pre-recording a bunch of videos right now. So I really hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to commission me for any art, not this art, much better than that, I promise it will be something more like this. If you want to see something more like this from me, something much better than what I do in this sketchbook, and you want it in your possession, you can either email me, though my email is linked below, and also my Instagram is linked below, so you can DM me. But that's it for today. And as I said before, the link to this other sketchbook video before this is in the description as well. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Bye. Thanks for watching.